Hey everybody, this is Callaway Talks. I'm Harry Arnett. This is Doc Hawk. You know Alan Hocknell? Alan, let me tell you something. On this particular show, on this little internet talk show here, our humble internet talk show, we have had the fortune of having tour players like Phil Mickelson, Gary Woodland, Lydia Ko. These are the best players in the world. Up-and-comers like Taylor Gooch and guys like that that are going to be superstars someday. And I got to tell you, and I don't want to put the pressure on you, by far, my favorite person to have on this show is you. And do you know why? Do you know why this is? You're going to think, well, it's because I'm an Englishman, I'm completely charming and humorous.
All those things?
None of that is true. I like having you on the show most of all because every time you're on here, it means we're about to launch something good.
Yes.
Today is no different. We are launching something good, and it's in our speed enhanced category, which last year, everybody knows, when we first made our foray, there's a wordly wise word, foray into this category with OptiForce, it sort of caught everyone by surprise because they hadn't seen a driver like this before.
That's true.
And then we come this year with the big Bertha V Series. First of all, before I reach over here into the bag of tricks and pull out these new toys, tell us a little bit about what speed enhanced sort of category is all about to you.
Well, there's a group of golfers out there who definitely benefit from configuring the golf club in a way that allows them to deliver the head to the ball faster. Some folks have a real hard time generating head speed, and you need head speed because that increases the kinetic energy available in the head at arrival at the ball. And then it's our job as designers also to make sure that you can convert that extra kinetic energy into ball speed and into distance. So there's a group of people out there who really benefit more from speed than from some of the other configurations that we could build for a driver. And this V Series, V for velocity, is designed for them.
Well, I remember 2 years ago, you had a Razor Fit Extreme. We're going to go way back in the catalog. 2 years ago, 2012, see if you guys can remember that. And we were playing golf, and you said, hey, try this. And it was your driver. And I hit it great. And I said, what did you do here? And I looked down. You were playing a little bit lighter shaft.
I was.
You were playing a little bit longer shaft.
I was.
You were playing a Razor Fit Extreme that had all of the weight taken out of it. It had two 1 grammars in there. I said, what are you thinking about? You said, I think this might be something that could be pretty good.
Yep, that's true. It's true that we've been experimenting with different configurations for a long time. So, the V Series product is based on a lot of data that we've put together on different player types and the way that they address the golf ball, the way that they swing the club. So that prototype that I was playing with was an experiment of that kind to see what the weight side of this would do. And then we've done other things to the design of the driver as well, relative to construction type, aerodynamics, and things like that, all to improve speed.
So the higher lofted V Series, here's V Series here. So the 10.5, and I think we have a 10.5 and a 12.5, or 10.5, 10.5, 13.5. This configuration is 46 inches long, correct?
I believe so.
And what is the overall weight are we talking about here of the entire unit?
About 290 to 295 grams.
So that's a super, you won't find really another golf club like that that's as light. So you're going to be able to swing that really, really fast for guys that need that. And that's this particular driver here.
Yeah.
And I think the exciting thing is it's not just one driver, something a little different that we're also doing. The lower lofted head, the 9-degree in this, is built a little differently.
It is. It's built for the kind of trajectory of a slightly stronger player, still focusing on overall lightweight, still focusing on great forgiveness and ease of getting up in the air. But the 9-degree player, usually based on fitting data, isn't struggling quite so much with head speed as maybe some of the people who get fitted into the higher lofts. So we've got a different progression of the configuration of the club from the 9 to the 10.5 to the 13.5 HT than we would normally have. So the 9 is a little stronger. It's slightly heavier and available with a slightly stouter shaft as well. We like that though because we think that covers a broad range of golfers. Again, sort of consistent with our design philosophy of putting the golfer first. We've thought about them in the 9-degree, thought about the 10.5-degree player, thought about the 13.5-degree player all separately.
So for the guys that are going to play the higher lofts, This is going to be our easiest to hit, easiest to swing fast driver. Now so this is it. If you're looking for something that you can swing really fast and it's really easy to hit, that's going to help you hit it farther. But then we have for the 9 degree, because we have some tour players playing this.
We do.
What will they experience with this type of head and this type of product?
Well, it's a particularly forgiving head, and at 460 cc's, it's also the most aerodynamic 460 cc head we've ever made. So it's fast in that regard. The position of the center of gravity is good for getting the ball up in the air easily, and for producing a good launch angle and spin rate for a wide range of players. So you're going to see the club play long, basically. It's not configured just quite as light as the 10.5 and the 13.5 HT.
So you guys, for those of you paying attention that are taking notes, you're probably beginning to see a theme here, that we, with our multi-material construction, are able to get really, really low CGs to get the spin rate down, but we're also able to keep the MOI integrity high so that they're still forgiving.
That's right.
Theme. That's a theme here. Pay attention to that. And also, fairway. Why wouldn't we make a fairway? Of course we're going to make a fairway.
Yep. And we have some good technology in this one, in that the hyperspeed face cup is in there, so great ball speed from the forged material. But this is configured with a slightly higher loft than some of our other fairway woods, and it also has the Warbird sole, and we've had to modify the Warbird sole slightly in order to accommodate the face cup, and for the fact that this is a larger fairway wood head than maybe fairway woods that had the Warbird sole in the past. But we like the turf interaction of that sole. We like the configuration of this club being lighter than our other fairway woods, with slightly more loft, but still having all the high ball speed, low CG. So it's really easy to hit and really fun to hit, actually. And
you sneaky guys slipped the Heavenwood into the line again.
We did. We reintroduced the Heavenwood. You know, the original Heavenwood was probably ahead of its time in that it was a precursor to a lot of hybrid type clubs that followed it. But at 20.5 degrees of loft with a forward-ish length shaft, we've found that players really kind of gravitate to that particular configuration. Again, lighter than our other fairwoods as well. So it occupies a pretty unique place in the bag, and we think that that is consistent with the type of player who might have, say, the 10.5 or 13.5 lofted driver.
And we snuck Sir Isaac in a little medallion there, which I've been following some of the guys on the internet. A lot of guys are saying, now why would you do that? But this was something we did in Japan that actually in Japan they loved it. So we thought, well, let's bring it to the world and see what happens.
It's actually a pretty premium electroformed medallion. It's done the same way that some high-end watches are made. So we felt that we'd put Sir Isaac on there and put him under glass, and I think he looks pretty cool. He's got a hologram effect around him as well.
I like it. I can see how people would want to see this thing in person. So go check it out. I think you'll like it. That's the V-Series. That'll be in stores on August 22nd. And it's already in my bag, I got to tell you that right now. Because it's always about me. This show's always about me.
Really.
So that's why we like having you on. Because it always means that my bag is going to have new clubs in it. So that's the V-Series fairways, V-Series drivers. And it really is for speed enhancement for people out there that need more club head speed, easy to hit products. It really is our best offering. And we feel like it's going to do really well in the market. So thanks, Alan, for making those. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again on Callaway Talks.